To describe my experience of watching Ant-Man and Wasp, this film is almost equivalent of you having an itch in between your butt cheeks. Like, you just sitting down in public and all of a sudden there's this itch that happened in between your butt cheeks. So you can't stick your hand down your pants to scratch your butt cheeks. So what you do, you just gotta pace a little bit. Maybe you stand up and twerk your butt cheeks a little bit, and hopefully the friction of your butt cheeks can affect the itch. But the more you twerk your butt cheeks, the itch starts to intensify, and then you just had to accept the itch. It's a forbidden scratch. You just can't scratch it. Ant-Man and the Wasp is a new film directed by Peyton Reed, and it stars Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Lawrence Fishburne, Michael Pena, T.I., Michael Douglas, and Michelle Pfeiffer. An astonishing cast, I would say. And this film takes place 2 years after Captain America Civil War, and Scott Lang's in house arrest. He's in the final stages of house arrest, and he wants to spend more time with his daughter. So once he's done doing all this time, he's going to spend more time with his daughter. But Hank Pym and his daughter Hope Van Dyne comes to Scott Lang and asks for his help because they believe that Hank Pym's wife is still alive in the quantum realm. I was a fan of the first film, even though going into that film I was a little skeptical because, you know, it's an Ant-Man movie, but the film turned out to be a fun comedy heist film. This film was pretty much a movie where you can kick back and just relax and just enjoy more fun. I really did like the bond between Scott Lang and his daughter. I actually felt that this character was trying to become a good father. He was trying to do the right thing, and he doesn't want to mess anything up. And the film did a really good job of showing that throughout the film. Another relationship I want to talk about was Hope Van Dyke's relationship with Scott Lang. It did come off a bit back and forth a little bit because in this film she's like hating his guts. Later on in the film she's giving him the face. It just goes back and forth between those two, and it just kind of did come off a bit awkward. It got to a point where I couldn't really buy it as much as I wanted to. Inside the core of this film, the film focuses on Hank Pym, Scott Lang, and Hope Van Dyke. The film focused a lot on those three characters, so those three characters had a lot of screen time together, and I really felt like this was like a fun, dysfunctional family. You know, family with problems, but yet they still like each other. And also the action sequences in Ant-Man and the Wasp definitely worked too. Especially when Ant-Man and the Wasp was having their action sequences fighting bad guys or fighting this villain named Ghost. They use lots of scenes where they just go back and forth from being small or big or regular size, and it goes back and forth into that. And that's one of the best things about this movie was its action sequences, and also the action sequences definitely stand out. But there's a small issues I had with some of the main characters, and that is Ant-Man. I had a huge problem with Scott Lang because in the first film, he knows a little bit of technology, robbing a building, breaking into a building and things. He was pretty much throughout the film just dumb. I feel like the writers kind of like dumbed down his character to like 5th grade level, and he just wasn't as smart as he was in the first film. And at times I felt like that Ant-Man was more of a sidekick than a main hero. To iterate it, I felt like this film should have been called The Wasp and Ant-Man, not the other way around. Now, the villain in this film is a character named Ghost. She was affected by the quantum realm, and then she can like phase through matter. She's pretty much like Toby, or spoiler alert, Obito Uchiha. And to be honest, I understood and got behind her tragic backstory, but her motive kind of negates itself because of the third act, and it doesn't really explain how this happened. I thought the villain was one of the weakest points in this movie. The film didn't do a good job of explaining the quantum realm, and I wanted the film to explain the means of the quantum realm. They didn't really go deeper into it. It just gave us vague information and just hoped for the audience to grasp on what the writers are trying to express. For me personally, I couldn't really grasp and hold on to what they're trying to explain about the quantum realm. And also there's this one unexplained moment in this film, and like that happened in the third act, that really mind boggled me, and the film didn't explain how it happened. It was just unexpected and a little bit abrupt. You're not going to explain what just happened? Y'all not going to explain what just happened? Y'all not going to explain what just happened? Really, I felt like George Costanza on Seinfeld. I'm losing it. Also, there's a character named Walton Goggins. I just really couldn't get into his character. He plays this international thug or something, or international senator. I don't really know who he plays. Some kind of international thug. And once he appeared on screen, I felt like his presence was what made the film a little bit cluttered. If we took him out of the film and just focused on the ghost and in the FBI, I think this film would have been just alright if we just removed him from the movie entirely. Overall, this film was just a laid-back, fun film, but I would say that the pacing is much faster than the first film, and the film is a little bit funny, and Michael Pena does have a hilarious scene in this film. So guys, I gotta give Ant-Man and the Wasp a Michael Keaton Batman. This is a fun and efficient film, and it's definitely a laid-back film. So guys, that's my review of Ant-Man and the Wasp. Have you seen Ant-Man and the Wasp? Give me your thoughts and comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I have a review of Death of Superman coming up in the next video. I cannot wait to dish that out, and you can see my thoughts on that. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you like everything you see and you agree, click right here, join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.